Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On this very day, 1949, we, the people of India, took destiny into our own hands and gave to ourselves a constitution that no ruler, no party, no politician could claim ownership of. We, the people of India, give to ourselves this constitution. This one line is the very soul of our republic. That solemn pledge wasn't written for political theatrics. It was written to fortify India, to remind every government that the real power sits with the people, not in party offices or power corridors. And today, on the 77th anniversary of this Constitution Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chose to speak straight to that power center, the people of India. In a hard-hitting letter, the Prime Minister urged citizens to rise to their constitutional duties, calling them the true pillars of a strong democracy. He underlined the might of a single vote in shaping the nation's future, even calling on schools and colleges to honor first-time voters, the newest torchbearers of India's democracy. His party members too reiterated their reverence for the Constitution.
जब से नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार आई, पहले दिन जहां एक और संसद के पहले बाहर उन्होंने अपना शीश झुकाया, वहीं पे अंदर जाकर संविधान को माथे से लगाकर प्रण लिया था मोदी ने कि उनकी सरकार वंचित, शोषित, पीड़ित की होगी और संविधान के अनुसार वो सरकार को चलाएंगे और देश की सेवा करेंगे.
But as the nation commemorated the adoption of the Indian Constitution 77 years ago, the opposition turned the day into a siren call of democracy in danger. Yet again, Rahul Gandhi, the self-anointed Samvidhan Savior-in-Chief, jumped onto social media, renewing his grand pledge to shield the Constitution from every attack. He declared it his sacred duty to protect the Constitution and vowed to stand first in front of every assault. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge accused the BJP RSS of dishonoring the Constitution, claiming their current respect is nothing but scripted pretense. Trinamool Congress chief Mamata Banerjee dialed up the alarm, insisting democracy is collapsing, secularism is gasping, and federalism is being bulldozed. Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav branded the BJP as the biggest threat to the Constitution, and DMK chief MK Stalin called for resisting forces trying to shrink Ambedkar's grand vision.
पर आज ये पहचान खतरे में है. आज विडंबना ये है कि जो लोग कभी संविधान से ज्यादा मनुस्मृति को मानते थे, सत्ता में आने के बाद मजबूरी और राजनीतिक आवश्यकता के कारण उसी संविधान को अपना बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
हमें इस बात की चिंता है कि क्या इस देश में संवैधानिक व्यवस्था कायम रहेगी नहीं रहेगी. आज चुनाव आयोग का आप देख लीजिए किस प्रकार से पक्षपाती ढंग से वो काम कर रहा है.
আমরা দুঃখের সাথে লক্ষ্য করছি মানুষের গণতান্ত্রিক অধিকার কেড়ে নেওয়া হচ্ছে, ভোটাধিকার কেড়ে নেওয়া হচ্ছে, ধর্মনিরপেক্ষতা কেড়ে নেওয়া হচ্ছে, জাতি জাতিতে ভাগ করে দেওয়া হচ্ছে এবং যেভাবে গণতন্ত্রকে ধুলিসাৎ করা হচ্ছে.
संविधान दिवस मनाने वाले भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने सबसे ज्यादा ठेस बाबा साहब भीमराव अम्बेडकर जी का दिए हुए संविधान को पहुंचाया है. हमारे वोट का जो बाबा साहब भीमराव अम्बेडकर जी ने दिया है, SIR के बहाने करोड़ों लोगों को वंचित करना चाहते हैं.
Now, all this criticism is well and good, but these repeated utterances of commitment to Constitution and its ideals come even as these people target the very institutions that they claim to protect. The BLOs are being threatened, Election Commission is being demonized, and SIR has been turned into a street-level scare war. It is tough to trust Rahul Gandhi's pledge if one remembers his chilling warning to Chief Election Commissioner where he warned the EC of consequences even as he failed to prove his vote chori charges. Mamata Banerjee, who's shedding tears for what she calls the dead democracy, also went on to warn a democratically elected central government that if they hurt me, I will jolt India, I will shake India. Is this safeguarding democracy or shaking its foundations? Mallikarjun Kharge might think India's identity is in danger, but a Congress minister's chilling threat is endangering the constitutional officials from doing their duty. Listen.
2029 বড়ই ভয়ঙ্কর, তোমাদের সরকার থাকবে না, শকুনি মামারা সেদিন কোথায় পালাবে এখন থেকে ঠিক করে জায়গা রেখে দাও। আমায় বাংলায় আঘাত করলে, কারণ মানুষকে আঘাত করলে আমি মনে করি আমাকে আঘাত করছে, আমাকে আঘাত করলে আমি সারা ভারতবর্ষ হিলিয়ে দেব, এটা মাথায় রেখো। ইলেকশনের পরে আমি একটু দেশটা চষে বেড়াবো।
सही नाम होना चाहिए, नाम की कटौती होगी, आग से खिलवाड़ होगा, हम इसे बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे।
मैं आप सबको कहना चाहता हूँ, एकदम अगर कोई नाम आपका काटने के लिए आए, अगर कोई आपका नाम अगर पूछने के लिए आए, वैसे पदाधिकारी को एकदम गेट पे बंद कर दीजिएगा, ताला मार दीजिएगा, मैं खोलूंगा।
Viewers, I'm going to give you some examples and I want to ask you, is this really the Jai Samvidhan spirit? When Tejasvi Yadav openly vows to trash Waqf law duly passed by the Parliament of India, when a Jharkhand minister, Hafizul Ansari, declares that for Muslims, Shariat is above the constitution, when the India bloc repeatedly tries to block the SIR verification exercise that has been done 8 times before since independence, and when the opposition cheers anarchy with Nepal now, India next post, are they not endangering the constitution or are they protecting it? And that, ladies and gentlemen, must be something that you pay heed to.
With what face and with what confidence Congress is talking about constitution? The biggest murderers of the constitution is the Congress party and the first family of the Congress, Gandhi family. Who was the one who imposed emergency? Who was the one who defeated Ambedkarji twice? Who was the one who goes against Ambedkarji's views and says Muslim reservation should be there? These people talking about Samvidhan is like Osama bin Laden talking about world peace. It is like devil preaching the scriptures.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Are those claiming to be Samvidhan saviors the real threat to the Constitution and its ideals? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the News Hour debate tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the BJP, Karan Verma, political analyst, also joining the broadcast, Samajwadi Party, national spokesperson, Vivek Silas, Shadab Chauhan of the AIMIM joining the broadcast, Tausif Rehman of the Trinamool Congress with us this evening. First question goes to Tehseen Poonawalla. Tehseen Poonawalla, Congress supporter, I want to ask you tonight, Congress party becoming the protector of the Constitution really after 1975 to 1977, 38th Amendment to 42nd Amendment, after overturning the Shah Bano case, judgment of the Supreme Court through a law, after the emergency period where over 10 million people were put in jails. I'm really asking you that the Congress now saying that it is the BJP destroying the Constitution?
Narika, thank you so much for having me on the show. At the onset, a very happy Constitution Day to you, to all my fellow panelists, and to all your viewers. And through your medium, deep tributes to the martyrs of 2611. My friend Hemant Karkare and another school friend of mine, Kaizad, lost his life. So tributes to the martyrs of 2611. Navika, you're speaking about a constitution, the mother of all fundamental rights, Article 21, right to life and liberty, is being violated by this government in Delhi. the crisis in Delhi with regards to the pollution. In the last 11 years, one meeting the Prime Minister chaired to save the constitutional right to life. You have a cancer and a heart attack pandemic. Okay, that may be a matter not worth considering right now for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Liberty, the way laws are being misused against opposition, and the same people in opposition who the BJP accused of being corrupt, Chakki Pisawing, today are doing illegal deals in Pune, and they are part of the government. FIRs are filed and not against them. This is the liberty that the government is guarding. Tell me an institution of India, one institution in 11 years that this government has strengthened. Every single institution has got weakened. Let me give you and speak with examples and with statistics of what is happening today. Every single institution that should safeguard our constitution and democracy today is generally being attacked by this government. You've seen the government go after the Supreme Court, after judges. Of course, the member of parliament was asked to apologize, but they went after them and made their intent clear. You've seen what's happening in the election commission. You've seen what's happening in other institutions, including in media, where night after night after night after night, opposition is mocked, opposition is trolled. The government says, we are bringing in a bill to get Chandigarh in line, take it away from Punjab. Then you say, no, we are not bringing the bill, but it's already in parliamentary business of House of the Business is already put in. Who is the government fooling? Where are the reforms? You passed the farm laws without a division of vote. When people came on the streets, you pulled it back. You did demonetization and took away people's money. Was that constitutional? Sure, it must have been upheld. But you took away people's money. Is that what you're talking about? Today, we face an attack from the government on our constitutional rights, a government that does not want parliament to function. For the first time in the history of our country, the government runs away from debates. That's where we are today. And it is the duty of the Congress to protect the constitution. Yes, they've made some mistakes. They've apologized for it. But this government continues to make those mistakes and arrogantly doesn't apologize for it.
Well, 88 times that the Congress party actually removed governments and placed states under president's rule, small mistakes. 72 changes in the constitution, well, small things. 19 months of emergency, oh, small, and we've apologized, so please don't look at it. 75,818 people arrested under Defense of Internal Security of India rules, 35,000 under MISA, oh, small things. 1984 riots, small things. Gaurav Bhatia, please respond.
So a very happy Constitution Day to every citizen of the country. Let me start by a very positive fact that I need to give. Till 2015, 26 November was not even celebrated as the Constitution Day. It is only because Narendra Modi ji took a decision that we need to celebrate this holy sacred document that since 2015, the nation has started celebrating the Constitution Day. And do you know, Navika, who has butchered the spirit of the Constitution in the past? It is the Congress. But who also opposed the celebration of the Constitution Day? It is Rahul Gandhi. Navika, very unfamously he said that this is a stunt. Now I want to ask Tehseen, why did Rahul Gandhi make such an irresponsible statement? Second, the darkest day of our democracy, when the Constitution of India was butchered, mutilated, it was the emergency done by the Congress party again. And we all know what happened. Had it been emergency days and Tehseen on the street, some government officers would come and sterilize him forcibly. And he wouldn't even have the fundamental rights to move the court, because that right was also taken away by Indira Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi now. Rahul Gandhi tore an ordinance against the spirit of the Constitution which had been approved by the cabinet led by Manmohan Singh ji. That is the kind of respect they have for the Constitution of our country. Now come to Narendra Modi ji. You know, Constitution is a tool to empower, is what Narendra Modi ji has shown to the citizens of the country. Article 370 started with the words temporary. Could they ever abrogate it? No. Narendra Modi ji just did that Impossible for them, possible for Narendra Modi ji. GST, an economic reform dreamt by the Congress party. P. Chidambaram spoke of it, but could they implement it? No. The biggest economic reform that we have seen, Narendra Modi ji implemented it. Impossible for them, Narendra Modi ji made it possible. Women reservation, Navika, this is a case in point. They introduced the bill, passed by one house, never even mustered the courage in 4 years to table it before the other house. Narendra Modi ji in the new parliament building ensured that women reservation is passed through a constitutional amendment, and 1/3 of the seats have been reserved for women now when it would be fully implemented. Last but not the least, economically weaker section given 10% reservation through a constitutional amendment. Again, the Congress couldn't do it. Modi ji did that. So I have highlighted how constitution becomes a tool for empowerment. During their time, it was empowerment of the Nakli Gandhi dynasty and nothing else.
But that's not what they're interested in, Gaurav Bhatia. That's not what they're interested in, because Tausifur Rahman today Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal, has scared the whole country. Anybody looking towards Bengal, she will shake up the nation. I want to ask you, threats, one coming from the Congress party minister in Jharkhand who says BLOs pakad kar mujhe phone kar dena, jaane nahi dena. Mamata Banerjee says if you come to Bengal, I will shake up the whole country. Is this how we respect the constitution while pointing fingers at the BJP?
Thank you, Navika ji, and good evening to everyone. Navika ji, I'm a proud Indian and I'm proud of my constitution. But let me start, you said about Mamata Bandyopadhyay. She said, if you play with Bengal's sentiment, that means you are hitting me directly, and I will not tolerate that. But today it's a very important day, Navika ji. The constitution we read and know is not the same anymore in this country. I mean, one community hates another community. A place of worship has become the epicenter of vote-grabbing politics. One community says, let's not buy from a shop which belongs from another community. Whereas this is the same country, Navika ji, you, me, and everyone, our forefathers, everyone fought together for freedom. The question is, are we the same people who once followed the book of Samvidhan? And India is tagged as a Taliban mindset, but again, this is the same soil where Talibanis are invited for future strategies. Navika ji, giving 10,000 during the campaign is constitutional. Changing SIR rules in between the exercise is constitutional. Promising of bringing back Kala Dhan and then saying it was a Jumla is constitutional. Hundreds of people died during farmers' protests, but still tagging them as anti-national is constitutional. Demolishing house with bulldozer was constitutional. So the question is simple. We do follow the book, but are we practicing the same constitution written by Dr. B.R.
Well, I can ask you the same thing. When you charge the BJP with communalizing everything, Ayodhya was, the Ram temple was established through a Supreme Court judgment. But you're questioning that. What about Humayun Kabir, who wants to set up a Babri Masjid on the 6th of December? I want to ask you, where is there any action on that? And is that called... Is that called creating communal harmony?
I'll come to this. I'll definitely. You remember 5.5, just when the order came from the court, it was 10:25. I was not the spokesperson of Trinamool Congress that time, but you were there and I was there, and I celebrated this order because I totally understand the supremacy of constitution and I do agree with you. But again, what's happening in today's date after 2014, you have to answer, and I want to answer to my kids, my cousins, my nephews, my niece, my forefathers who are dead. Still they're asking me that which country are you living in? This is not the same country. Okay, Gaurav Bhatia might not agree with my statement, with my opinion, with my larger dimension and spectrum. But again, am I telling you a truth or lies? It depends on the people of India.
You still did not comment on the Babri Masjid in Bengal, and that is where the question really arises. Gaurav Bhatia, please respond to Tausif Bhai.
That's his totally personal thing. If he wants to lay some foundation named Babri Masjid, Trinamool Congress is not associated with that. Thank you.
Humayun Kabir is saying, I will construct Babri Masjid on 6th of December. Can he make such an inflammatory statement without the approval and the sanction of Mamata Banerjee? The answer is a categorical no. Mamata Banerjee knows that she has lost the West Bengal elections and that is why she is using her pawns to incite violence, to provoke people. Article 14 violated by Mamata Banerjee when even the illegal immigrants are doodh dene wali guy for Mamata Banerjee. But a devout Hindu, if he says Jai Shri Ram, Mamata Banerjee herself says teri chamdi udher dungi. What is Mamata Banerjee's stand on Uniform Civil Code, which is Article 44 of the Constitution? What is Mamata Banerjee's stand on NRC, which is part of the Constitution, as well as part of Representation of People's Act? I want to ask, why did she say there will be a civil war if NRC is implemented? SIR, Article 324 of the Constitution, Election Commission is empowered. How dare Mamata Banerjee say that it would not be implemented और पूरा देश हिल जाएगा? देश नहीं हिल जाएगा, हिला तो ममता बनर्जी का दिमाग है और इसीलिए बंगाल की जनता इंतजार कर रही है कि उनको सबक सिखाए.
No, let's not get personal, Gaurav Bhatia. You know, Mamata Banerjee is a woman who's several time chief minister. Dimag hila, these kind of statements, at least I don't subscribe to. This is not something we should say. But the point is well taken. देश हिला दूंगी का क्या मतलब है तौसीफ रहमान?
नहीं, मैं आप बिल्कुल ऑब्जेक्ट मत करिए गौरव जी को, because he knows what he's talking about, because he's from BJP. This is what the constitution is saying. Again, I want to come on Humayun Kabir. Tell me something. I want to construct a church. I want to. सर क्यों गुस्सा होते हैं इतना? आराम से बैठिए ना. सर क्यों गुस्सा होते हैं? सर 40 सीट से ऊपर नहीं जाएंगे आप.
लागू होने में प्लीज आस्क.
सर 40 सीट भी नहीं मिलेगा. इतना झूठ कुछ नहीं होगा आपको ये सब.
अरे आप अपनी सीट
कुछ नहीं होगा. क्यों गुस्सा हो रहे हैं?
संदेश खाली. आरजी कर मेडिकल कॉलेज 2 मई ममता बनर्जी गई कह रहे हैं. देख लीजिएगा पिछली बार 2 मई था, इस बार भी मई आएगा और ममता बनर्जी जाएगी.
इट्स अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे.
आप हाथ पांव तोड़ोगे भाजपा वालों के. This is what Firhad Hakim finds mini Pakistan in West Bengal. Shame on you people. You find mini
Let's
Pakistan
get back to Navika
in
Kumar's
West Bengal.
question.
Shame on you.
No. Let's get back to Navika Kumar's question.
Termites. You
Sir, you are not making sense.
But
Sir, you are not making sense.
There is mini Pakistan.
Sir, you are not
in
making
West
sense.
Bengal.
Not at
How
all.
Dare he? How
This
dare
is a
he?
constitution day.
How can Mamata
Well, allow me to come in. Allow me to come in. My question tonight simply is, and Vivek Silas, I want to ask you, ये रोज सुबह उठ के संविधान खतरे में है, संविधान खतरे में है. I want to ask you, you've tried this whole thing in 2024 elections. This is a popularly elected government. It had 282 seats in 2014, in 2019, 303, and now 240 for the BJP. And they had their pre-poll alliance partners with whom they formed a majority government. It's a coalition government. Now, that is the verdict of the people of India as per the Constitution. I want to ask you, why is the opposition so frustrated that every time when they break the Constitution, they don't have a word of explanation for it, but they always try to create an atmosphere as if, oh, the Constitution is in danger. Please tell me, what is the new provocation on the 77th anniversary of our Constitution Day, on the day which is the martyrdom day of our braves and our Indian citizens in 26/11, on that day, to bring up once again this Samvidhan is in danger?
You know, Navika ji, initially it was the RSS who said कि हमको इस संविधान पे भरोसा नहीं. It was not only that the RSS stated, they also said they don't approve the tricolor, our national flag. That was the first thing that was initiated by the RSS, who is the mother of Bharatiya Janata Party at the moment, you know. We talk about Samvidhan, आज हम संविधान की बात कर रहे हैं, but it is so unfortunate that today the Chinese have said in an official statement that Arunachal Pradesh belongs to them. And traveler from India traveling through Shanghai to Japan was detained in Shanghai कि आप एक गलत पासपोर्ट लेकर आ गई हैं, आपके पास तो चाइनीज पासपोर्ट होना चाहिए। ये है असली मुद्दा आज देश का कि कैसे चाइना इतना सब बोल ले रहा है। As the TMC, spokesperson said that thousands of crores were spent in Bihar and no one objected, not even the election commission. Though if you see in Rajasthan what happened when Ashok Gehlot was distributing mobiles to the girls, they had the election commission immediately stopped. This is unconstitutional. But they took a different stand in Bihar. That is the thing. आप घुसपैठिया करके दिल्ली से लेके, झारखंड से लेके, बिहार से लेके आप बंगाल आ गए, लेकिन आप लोग को ये नहीं पता कि बे ऑफ बंगाल में गौरव भाटिया जवाब दीजिएगा, 3 चाइनीज फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट ये शिप्स कैसे आ गए और आप लोग की बोलती बंद। ना ही मीडिया कुछ बोलता है और ना ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी कुछ बोलेगी। अरे SIR या इस तरह की चीजें, इट इज एन इशू ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन, नॉट ओनली द ऑपोजिशन, इट इज द इशू ऑफ द एंटायर नेशन। व्हाट हैपेंड इन जौनपुर टुडे, यू नो, वहां के BLO ने सुसाइड नोट में लिखा, वहां से स्टेटमेंट आया कि वहां के SDM लेखपाल उस पर दबाव बना रहे हैं कि इस तरह के वोट एक पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी का वोट काटे। दैट मैन सुसाइडेड इन बंगाल। व्हाट हैपेंड, सुसाइड नोट वाज रिटन और वहां बोला गया कि इलेक्शन कमीशन जिम्मेदार है, मैं आत्महत्या कर रही हूं, BLO सब आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं।
Well, Vivek Silas, on the issue of this SIR exercise, which is a thorn in the opposition's flesh, let me just tell you what the Chief Justice of India, Justice Suryakant, said today. Supreme Court hearing, they said deletions from Bihar rolls were mostly not objected to during recent elections. Now, this is what the Chief Justice has said. अगर दिक्कत थी तो बोलते ना भाई, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाके, the case was there. This is the observation from today. So big hole is blown into your whole theory of vote deletion. On China, may I tell you, the Ministry of External Affairs is very strong statement taking up the issue of the lady from Arunachal Pradesh with China, and this is a diplomatic issue going through the diplomatic case. But Gaurav Bhatia, there are so many issues Vivek Silas picked up. Please respond to them.
So one by one, people in Uttar Pradesh have started calling Samajwadi Party as Namazwadi Party. They want to implement the Sharia law, and their track record has also been the same. Whose manifesto had claimed that we would withdraw terror cases? Please ask him to be quiet. They can't be cheapish. They're very cheapish.
Nothing
when you were speaking,
carry on, Gaurav Bhatia, make your point.
Yeah. So there is one political party which in its manifesto had made a claim that all Muslim terror accused, their cases would be withdrawn. They started withdrawing those cases when they came back to power. Allahabad High Court reprimanded them and directed them that they cannot withdraw cases. Second, would they come out and really honor the spirit of the Constitution? The Constitution does not permit triple talaq. When the verdict was given by the Honorable Supreme Court and the same practice was made an offense, who opposed it? It was the Namazwadi Party. Dr. Ambedkar was called a Bhoo Mafia by Azam Khan. Did Akhilesh Yadav even utter a word? Was he sacked from the party? Imagine, Navika, Dr. Ambedkar being called a Bhoo Mafia by them. And I want to ask, have you ever heard Akhilesh Yadav taking a stand on illegal immigrants? BJP, after it has come back to power, has ensured there are no illegal immigrants entering the country, and we will make sure Bharat Dharamshala nahi hai. They are thrown out of India. They go back to their respective country.
Vivek Silas, quick counter. Vivek Silas, quick counter.
I just want to ask कि कितने घुसपैठियों को आपने बाहर निकाला? गौरव भाटिया जी, अब सुन लीजिए, कितने घुसपैठियों को आपने बाहर निकाला, जरा बताइए। बिहार में कितने घुसपैठी आपको मिल गए?
आपके साथी
कितने मिल गए?
2.5 करोड़ घुसाए कांग्रेस ने।
कुछ नहीं, आप लोग तो ISI को बुला के जांच कराते हैं हिंदुस्तान में।
बताइए मुझे,
पाकिस्तान से ISI को बुला के जांच कराते हैं आप लोग। पठानकोट हमले की आप लोग क्या बात करेंगे? और जो अभी
बताइए मुझे,
ना
शर्म नहीं आती
आप पाकिस्तान से ISI को बुला के जांच कराएंगे यहाँ पर?
और
पाकिस्तान की ISI आई थी कि नहीं आई थी गौरव जी?
हफीज सैयद से
you see the role of election commission in India. You see the role of the other agencies in India. They are all very biased and partial. What are you talking? The whole nation knows. भाटिया जी सब जानते हैं ISI से गले आप लोग मिलते हैं, ट्रम्प के कहने से सीज फायर आप लोग करते हैं,
नहीं बोल पाओ,
ट्रम्प के कहने से सीज फायर आप लोग करते हैं, पाकिस्तान की गलवैया आप लोग करते हैं बैठ के मजार पे चादर आप जिन्ना की चढ़ाते हैं।
This relevant to a constitution debate, day debate? I don't know, but Shadab Chauhan, my question to you is, ये opposition parties ने उठाकर ये मुद्दा that संविधान is in danger is a मुद्दा they picked up in 2024 elections. The results of the 24 elections are in front of everyone. Bihar elections and this SIR exercise. This SIR exercise which you've been talking about all the time, ओवैसी जी तो खुद कह रहे हैं कि वो एक्सरसाइज में ऐसा कुछ कोई प्रूव नहीं कर पाया। हमने 900 नाम जोड़ने थे, हमने जोड़ लिए, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जोड़ दिए। So where is the problem? What is unconstitutional? How is the constitution in danger? Can you please explain?
Our forefathers adopted this great constitution on 26 November 1949 and implemented in 26 January 1950. The main purpose of this constitution is to deliver justice to the last person in our country. And I want to assure everybody, we are committed to protect our constitution till our last breath in the leadership of sole survivor, sole warrior of constitution, Barrister Owaisi Saab. We are committed, and I want to assure that if we talk about constitution is in danger, the main reason that if you attack the fundamental rights of our constitution, then we will speak. Definitely we will speak. If we talk about SIR, our 3,000 volunteers are continuously working in Uttar Pradesh to help common men. In Bihar, we meet Chief Election Commission and go to Supreme Court, and after that we add on 900 people in Amor constituency, because we are not here to shout something like that. We want to work on ground level. And the main problem of these so-called opposition parties, they only tweet or press conference from AC rooms. यही सबसे बड़ी समस्या है कि ये संविधान चिल्लाते हैं कमरे में बैठ करके, और बैरिस्टर ओवैसी साहब की हिदायत पर हम लोग जनसेवा का कार्य करते हैं। अगर कोई बीजेपी गलत नीति लेकर के आती है,
रूम से राजनीति करने वाले जवाब दें। तहसीन पूनावाला, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड टू शादाब चौहान। कमिंग टू यू माय फ्रेंड करण वर्मा, बट तहसीन प्लीज जवाब देना। राहुल गांधी कहाँ थे? इलेक्शन में होते नहीं है, बाकी समय संविधान डेंजर में होता है।
Two quick responses. The fact that on such an important day, I am asked to respond to the MIM shows how the SP, the TMC, and the Congress is fighting BJP's BNC team. Rather than attacking the BJP, they are attacking us. That shows and that exposes them. Now let me, because for every one side of the polarization, you need a second side. But let me give you one data and I'll end. Just one data. You're absolutely right, Gaurav Bhatia, on the Ghuspetia thing. You're absolutely right. So Navika, I went to the Times Now website and I checked that, of course, UPA government must be so weak. Manmohan Singh was a weak prime minister. How many Ghuspetias he kicked out? 78,000 Bangladeshis he kicked out. How many did the most honorable prime minister Modi ji and Amit Shah kicked out? 2,500. That is the data. These guys, for them I say, ऐसा कोई सगा नहीं जिसको भाजपा ने ठगा नहीं, सिर्फ ठगने का काम करते हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी। डेटा पसंद है, तहसीन पूनावाला, डेटा पसंद है तो डेटा लीजिए। मैं आपको डेटा देती हूँ। Sterilizations during emergency. It was 26 lakhs 24,000 in 1975-76, and in 76-77 it was 81 lakh 32,000, a total of 10.75 million sterilizations. Oh, and the constitution was very safe with you. Article 356 used on 88 occasions. And Karan Verma, lessons on constitution coming from a party that tore up the ordinance that was passed by the cabinet and the government. Well, really?
Navika ji, at the outset, Samvidhan is actually under threat. It's under threat from the opposition. Because we have a leader of opposition who has openly gone on to say that this is a fight against the Indian state, which, by the way, is a punishable offense under law. He goes on to say that India is not a nation, but a union of states. He's not even read the preamble where the last word is nation. That is the man we are talking about. That is the opposition. And I'll talk about the opposition one by one. For Tausif to be waxing eloquent, he would remember Sheikh Alam, TMC leader Sheikh Alam, saying, अगर हम 30% unite हो गए, यहाँ 4 Pakistan बन जाएंगे. How constitutional? How much of a service you are doing to the unity and integrity of this great nation? Post-poll violence, we have a conviction now. What happened in Murshidabad? For Mahua Moitra, right after barely the ink had run dry on the amendment to the Waqf, she had said that this will lead to an outcry in whole of Bengal. Bengal will burn. West Bengal government has attacked ED officials, NIA officials in April 2024. They've gone after BSF Rangers. This is the TMC government we are talking about. 20,000 seats go uncontested in Panchayat elections. 53 people die. That is your track record, Tausif. If the constitution is under threat, it is from parties like TMC. It is under threat from parties like Samajwadi Party, where Mulayam Singh famously said, 16 मरवा दिए थे, अगर 30 भी मरवाने पड़ जाते मैं मरवा देता. That is the kind of language these people have resorted. And our friend from AIMIM, 15 minute के लिए पुलिस हटा दो, फिर देखो क्या होता है. This is the song of secularism and constitution, Navika ji, and they have the guts to pontificate about constitution.
Respond, Tausif bhai. No, respond, Tausif bhai. All the statements on Bengal are true.
No. So Navika ji, bilkul sahi hai. So he started about Bengal again. So when we speak about SIR and whatever happened with Biharis and whatever happening in Bengal, the whole world tells that आप Supreme Court क्यों नहीं जाते? So if you have all the tatha, if you have all the masala, ले चलो हमें आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट. जब आप कह रहे हो कि हमने एनआई पर अटैक किया, हमने ईडी पर अटैक किया, आप हमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट लेके क्यों नहीं जाते? ले जाओ. आपके दिल में मैल है, आप नहीं लेके जाएंगे. Now wait, I have to check in here. Wait,
Navika ji, I have to check in here.
तो बटेंगे. किसने कहा?
Supreme Court has said, Justice Pardiwala, I have never seen such a travesty of injustice in Bengal that I have seen in 38 years.
Let me
the
speak.
courts are
I
sick
never
of being
interrupted
critical
you.
of the Mamata government. She has been indicted by governors, by high courts, by NHRC. You've been pulled up by each and every institution.
Karan Verma, hold on. Allow him to respond to your charges, Karan Verma. Just hold on. Yes, Tausif bhai. Respond.
Thank
Karan
you.
Verma, I'll give you time to counter.
थैंक यू नविका जी. कम से कम आप तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बचा रही हैं, कम से कम आप तो कुछ देख रही हैं, इंसाफ दे रही हैं.
तृणमूल कांग्रेस मुझे सर्टिफिकेट दे रहा है तो मैं गंगा स्नान कर ही आऊं अब.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. मगर देखिए,
तेरा FIR डालने के बाद आप मुझे सर्टिफिकेट दे रहे हैं.
आप नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूं कि हमें कोर्ट ले चलिए. जैसे हमें हर व्यक्ति को कहा जाता है सुप्रीम कोर्ट चले जाओ आप बीजेपी के अगेंस्ट. एनीवेज, किसने कहा कटेंगे तो बटेंगे? लड़कियों को रात में नहीं निकलना चाहिए, योगी आदित्यनाथ ने कहा था. देश के गद्दारों को गोली मारो, सालों को बिल्कुल मारो. बट आप इशारा किसके तरफ था? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल था ये. 100 crore drugs were seized at Adani airport. No news. This is constitutional. Muslims should follow Hindu custom. This was constitutional. A girl will select a guy according to BJP. This is constitution. BJP will decide syllabus in school. This is constitution. Notebandi was constitutional, making it easy for selective society. अरे ये constitution है तो आप लोग डूब जाओ जाके. If something is happening in Bengal,
Gaurav Bhatia, 30 seconds counter, because I have a poll that we did. Before I get to the poll, Gaurav Bhatia, 30 seconds counter.
I'm glad the dark side of TMC has come out. गोली मारो सालों को, गद्दारों को ये गोली नहीं चाहते लगे, ये चाहते हो उनको ममता बनर्जी के बंगले में बैठा लें. तभी रोहिंग्याओं से प्यार है और भारत के जो नागरिक है उनसे नफरत. But 2 judgments I'm telling you. Supreme Court had reprimanded Mamata Banerjee government during Panchayat elections and they said democracy is dead in West Bengal. It was widely reported. And second, Calcutta High Court ordered a CBI investigation during the Sandesh Khali riots when FIRs were not being registered. Even when women were raped, they were murders by TMC workers. So 2 verdicts I've told you of the Supreme Court and the Calcutta High Court, where on record, Mamata Banerjee was
Sir, what is the
reprimanded
result for Sandesh
and
Khali?
she actually did not follow the spirit of the constitution.
Sir, what is the result of
Well,
Sandesh Khali?
Arey, you don't know the fact what you are doing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we asked the people of India and we did a survey. We straight asked them the question, self-proclaimed Samvidhan saviors, real threat to the constitution? Yes, say 86% of the people. No, say 7%. Can't say 7%. 86% people do believe that threat comes from those who are actually pretending to be the saviors of the constitution. That's the view and the verdict of the people, and that really is what democracy is all about, what the people feel. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number